Hi, hello, and welcome to a new episode. And today's episode is called Are You Actually Loving Yourself? A lot of people say they do, and they think they do, but in this video I want to tell you what it really means to truly love yourself. So stay tuned until the end and let me know if you liked it and if it was helpful. So this channel is about living life from love. It's about helping you to actually live your life from love, no matter what happens, on the outside and on the inside. So today I want to ask you, do you love yourself? What if you immediately say, on a scale from 1 to 10, where 10 is, oh, I love myself completely and utterly and all, and in and out, and 1 is not at all. So what would be your first figure that comes up? How much do you love yourself? And then just acknowledge that and take it as like a barometer, like a measure, and work with it. And just take it as, okay, I've got something to look at here. Because this is, of course, the most important thing, that you get to a stage where you can really be still inside no matter what happens around you. And because that is what really is loving yourself. Most people say, oh yeah, I really love myself. Look, I like the way I look. I've lost 5 kilos, really like that. I do my exercising, I eat healthily, I have a good relationship with myself. When I need something, when I need rest, or when I need to speak with somebody, I give myself that. I choose the clothes and the friends that I like. So, and all that is great. And yes, all that has to do with loving yourself, but that's to do with your body, and it's kind of on the surface level. And then there's a level deep inside. And that's really the space within you that reacts or doesn't react when on the outside somebody maybe says something to you that isn't so loving. Maybe it's a criticism. Maybe it's even putting you down. It's maybe not understanding you and belittling you. Maybe there is someone in your life who you really wished would take you as you are and would accept you as you are, so you don't have to play this role in front of them anymore. Maybe there is a disharmony between you and one of your parents, where you feel, they never really express true love for you, and therefore you might feel not really loved as you are, not really wanted as you are, or accepted or acknowledged as you are, So these are the deeper levels of love. And if you still got issues going on here, if there's still triggers within you that other people can activate in you, then you're not living in love yet, and you're not loving yourself 100%. This has been my journey, right from the beginning of my life, I felt I wasn't really wanted. I felt I was shoved off to my mom, to my grandma, who had to look after me because my brother burned himself severely with hot water, boiling hot water, and he was only a year old and I was 3 weeks. And my mother then had to get my grandma on board to look after me. And she would look after me in the old-fashioned way, where you let the child cry. It's not feeding time yet, so what can be wrong? She's all right. She just should sleep instead of crying. And I remember, for a long, long time in my life that I felt left alone, not wanted. I was cold, I wasn't cared for. And I really felt completely unimportant and unworthy and worth nothing. And that would be my inner pain for decades to come. And so it was just such a small little thing that, nobody on the outside would have even had any idea how I took it, But my philosophy is that I already brought this in from a past life. It was an issue that my soul wanted to resolve this lifetime. And therefore it started so early in my life. And this is actually a guide or a signpost. When something happens to you, something drastic or traumatic happens to you really early in life, you can be for sure that's something you brought it in. And and you have decided to work with that this lifetime, and you have decided to actually really dissolve it and release it now. And even it took me 40 years to get to there, you know, it doesn't matter if you release it this lifetime, that's the important thing. And so if you have these triggers, you know, I understand you completely. And my biggest pain has always been not being wanted, or not being accepted as I am, you know. I was maybe loved if I was different, but I couldn't be different. I could only be myself. So I didn't become a people pleaser, but I became, you know, an unworthy person, I'd say. And I had no self-confidence, self-esteem, or self-trust. I just didn't have those things. And it took me a long time to get out of that. And because I did it all by myself, I didn't have any mentors or tutors. I didn't have any books to read on it. And one thing I never forgot though was that I am love. And this is the exact tool I've always used when a person, like my mother, for instance, you know, she would trigger me. She would say something to me that when we were just cooking together, and I was cooking the rice in a certain way and she would cook it differently. And she would say something to me then that sounded like, you are so stupid. This is not how you cook rice. You're doing it all wrong. And, you know, little things like that would then upset me and get me out of my balance, and showed me that something in me I still didn't love. So there was something in me, the belief that I'm wrong is something that I hadn't looked at and I hadn't embraced yet, and I hadn't reintegrated into my heart. So it hasn't had the love that it's been wanting all my life. So this is what it means to truly love yourself. You are able to love the triggers. You're able to love the pain, the hurt, the guilt, the unworthiness, the lack of confidence, the belief that you are not enough. All of that, if you're not able to love those feelings, emotions, past experiences, then you're not loving yourself 100% as yet. And so then once I started working on resolving those triggers, and they would also show up in relationships, of course, you know, that's where you see them most often. And things would then change. My mother could say whatever she likes to me now, it has no effect on me whatsoever. There is nothing in me that stirs. I don't care. I don't even see anymore now how this could upset me so much, you know. And this is how triggers work, you see. If you pull out the emotion or it's actually an erroneous thought or belief. It's an untrue belief, like I am not good enough, I am not wanted, I am wrong, I am bad. All those beliefs are not in alignment with your truth, with your soul, you know, with your soul's essence. Because your soul is love. I am love. That's your truth. And so until all of those untrue beliefs are gone, you will find that you're not able to love yourself 100%. But you know you will love yourself 100% when nothing on the outside ever can push you over anymore, can make you feel low or depressed or hurt or fearful or angry or anything. If you can stay in balance, you know, in the equilibrium, in peace, if you can stay in your stillness and you can stay calm, not by effort, just like that, then you've reached the point of I love myself no matter what. And that is a wonderful place to be. So you're completely attached from what happens on the outside. You know, everybody in your life can do exactly what they want to do. You don't care what they do. It's fine with you. You love them. You honor them as they are. You let them be. You allow them to be as they are. They don't have to change for you anymore. And you know, for the other person, that also feels really nice because you are not complicated anymore. You are easygoing. And it's nice to be with you because there's no kind of funny emotions that you're sending out, you know. And they might feel then put on the spot. They might feel pushed into a corner where they feel they have to do certain behaviors. They don't want to do them. None of that. So it's a very easy, clean and peaceful relationship that you have then with your environment, with your people around you. And that is true love, and that feels mighty powerful. This is, by the way, exactly what I have learned, in myself, that I have gained in myself, and that I can now offer to you. And it's become really, really clear to me that this is what I'm here to teach you. I am here to teach you love no matter what. To teach you what does it mean to love unconditionally. And how do you get to this point of loving yourself unconditionally? And how can you actually be the love? That like life itself is the love, life itself is love, is infinite unconditional love. And love, that pure unconditional love can always love everything as it is. And to become like life, to become this unconditional love is really my goal, has been my goal. And I would say I've gotten there now, 95%. I can't even think of anything that I would find difficult to now embrace and love as it is. And if that is something you would love to achieve in you, so you can be absolutely calm and content and peaceful at all times, maybe you want to get in contact, you can just write to me and comment below and we can set up a talk. Yes, this is my soul's purpose. This is my soul's mission, to love no matter what. And it's really, really big mission. I am becoming aware of that more and more. And it's a very, very important mission and I love it. Okay, bye for now, and I see you again very soon. Bye.